Food safety clubs are essentially teaching environments. They help students to acquire essential knowledge and skills about food selection, food processing, food preservation, and food preparation. In certain areas of the world, that knowledge is indeed essential since it can save lives. Today, I have the pleasure to speak with Emmanuel Chidi, a high school teacher and initiator of a food safety club in Nigeria. Emmanuel, can you please introduce yourself?
Okay. My name is Mr. Emmanuel Chidi Ezewane. I'm a college teacher in one of the unity colleges of Nigeria, to be specific, Federal Government Girls College, Onitsha, here in Nigeria. I have my master's degree in food and industrial microbiology.
So what made you decide to reach out to GHI, the foundation that helps to facilitate these food safety clubs around the world?
So with the love I have for food safety made me to join GHI because I love what they are doing. So we had to establish a food safety club. Together, we put up this program together to establish food safety clubs across Nigerian unity colleges. That is for secondary schools, children between 11 to 16 years or 17 years.
So, Emmanuel, why did you choose to set up this food safety club for this specific age group?
Here in developing country, it's a little difficult to start approaching adults who are already occupied with different responsibilities, chasing money here and there. They are preoccupied already. It's very difficult approaching them, teaching them about food safety at this level. You know, they won't listen to you. They won't buy the idea. So we decided to go to the younger ones, more like catch them young, they say. So as at this young age, they are not preoccupied with any responsibility. So they will give you the full attention and learn from you. So as they grow up, the knowledge is already embedded in them and they can show it and they can also transfer it to their younger ones when they start giving birth or interacting with the larger society when they enter higher institutions.
Okay. What would you consider to be the biggest food safety challenge in Nigerian households today?
The biggest food safety challenge in Nigerian household today is one, lack of education. More like say illiteracy. They have most of them have no basic knowledge about food safety. Then even if they have, there's some lack of basic human infrastructures like running water, electricity. These things are not in place. Even if they have this knowledge, this infrastructure, basic human infrastructures are not in place to help them really practice this food safety. You cannot be telling somebody, a household who has no running water, steady running water, to always wash his or her hand. Practically impossible. You cannot be telling a household who has no constant running water how to wash their food ingredients separately. This person is trying to manage the little water he has or she has, and you are telling the person to wash food recipes or ingredients separately to avoid cross-contamination. So you cannot be telling that same person to use a running water to wash the food. The person has to use a basin. The person has to use a basin because that is the little water he or she has. And every ingredient that has to be washed is dipped. It will not be dipped inside the basin, which is against food safety. Food safety encourages use of running water, and this is not available. So it is not their making. They are trying to live to survive based on what is available. You cannot be telling somebody who has cooked, for example, who has cooked rice that he's going to eat for the day, and you are telling the person to keep it away from danger zone, temperature danger zone, at room temperature, keep it away from room temperature, when the person has no steady electricity to freeze it. It's practically impossible. These are challenges we are facing. So when we are telling them food safety, what to do, we are handicapped because these people have no basic infrastructure to put this knowledge in practice.
So what are currently the actual health effects of that lack of knowledge?
Yes. Before we establish this food safety in the college year, I took my time and went to the school clinic. I went to my school clinic to look at the medical records of the students. And all the medical record is showing that 90% of cases reported are as a result of food poisoning. Symptoms of food poisoning are constantly being reported. Stomach aching, headache, stooling, diarrhea. So these are symptoms of food poisoning. Like I earlier said, the students are all borders. So the medical record is constantly showing this medical record is constantly showing there are food poisoning existing in the college.
You mentioned that your students are boarding school students. How come that they still fall sick? Isn't their food being safely prepared in the boarding school kitchen?
But so far, we have been able to manage a little we can through this food safety club. So most of the time, when I look at that medical record, there are areas where the issue is predominant. I was able to interview the health workers. They told me that these cases I'm seeing are these cases I'm seeing comes few days after visiting day. The days that their parents need to come and see their children, visiting day, we call it visiting day. So the predominant cases are always 2 days, 3 days after the parents must have come and gone. That is where they have the highest case of food poisoning. What happens? The children eat on that day, they bring their food, exactly. So the children eat on that day, probably the parents must have come in the morning, they eat in the morning, they reserve the food at danger zone. Later in the evening, they still eat that same food that has been on danger zone for more than 5 hours. That is not all. They still some of them will still eat leftover food the next day because the food came from their parent. That love, they want to eat it. They want to keep eating it, and doing so, they will skip the general food in the dining. So they will eat that food till the next day. So so within that period, after 48 hours, the health center is filled up with cases of food poisoning.
So, Emmanuel, what do you need funding for? How will you put extra funding to a good use?
We need fund to be able to keep these students to be actively involved in what we are doing. They are children, they are not adults. So one of the challenges we have in bringing them together is hunger. Hunger is an issue. We must be frank here. Hunger is an issue. So they come for a meeting after staying in the classroom from morning till afternoon. You call them for a 30 minutes meeting again after the class. They are hungry. They will not come. They will not come. They are hungry. So that issue of hunger, if we can get a little fund to keep them snacks during meeting, that snacks can even lure them to come. They can even come because of that snacks, because they are hungry. So, so if we can provide snacks during meeting days, it will improve their active participation. They will come for meeting.
What else would you use donations for? What additional needs do you have to move forward?
We need to fund the movement, transportation. We need to fund it. So, so we need fund for greater outreach. We need fund for greater outreach. I'm not a high income earner. I looked at having a radio presentation. No fund to do that. At the end of the day, no fund to do that. But I looked at it as an option. So if we must have a greater outreach, we need fund.
So, to conclude, this college teacher and microbiologist offers extracurricular food safety lessons for his students so that they and their families can be protected from foodborne illnesses. Emmanuel believes in the power and importance of education and would be greatly helped with some extra money to buy some snacks for the hungry children in his food safety club. You can also support him in his efforts to reaching out and motivate other teachers to follow his example. And if these projects truly align with the social responsibility agenda of your company, then why not become an official sponsor? Become an officially recognized member of this family of real people that make a real difference. As a bonus, you will receive regular progress update reports on how Emmanuel helps to improve food safety in Nigeria.